Good morning and welcome to the Daily Echo. It is terrific Thursday, August 28th. Thanks for taking time to watch today. If we look at the 7 habits of highly effective people, I want to focus today on habit number 6. Habit number 6 is synergize. It's when we take our abilities and the abilities of other people and we work together. Stephen Covey talks about in math, 1 plus 1 equals 2, but with synergy, 1 plus 1 can equal 3, 4, and 5. We can accomplish so much more than just each of us individually putting our talents together separately. So in my life, there's been no greater example than this, than the story of the Canadian geese. And I love this story, and I love to watch geese. If we've ever watched geese above our head, we will notice, first of all, that they fly in this V formation. Now, sometimes one of the legs is longer or shorter, but they're in this V formation. The reason that they're in this V formation is we've been able to study them in wind tunnel tests, and the geese can actually fly 71% further when they're in this V formation. You'll also notice that as they're flying, they're making a lot of noise. What we believe is happening is it's the geese in the back sort of motivating and keeping the one in the front that is really taking on most of the resistance to keep moving forward, to keep working hard. In this process, they're really sharing the burden to some extent, because what happens is the lead goose will eventually move out of formation and move to the back of the V, where another one will take its place. I think in life this teaches us a great lesson as well. Many times as leaders, we only want to be a leader. We have a very hard time following, and sometimes followers are afraid to take the lead. Geese teach us an important lesson that we all need to be both. There are going to be times in our lives that we need to lead, and there are going to be other times that we need to follow, and both of them are equally as important if we utilize the talents that we have. It helps to, in this case, make the flock go much further. The final lesson that I think geese teach us, that's probably the greatest lesson of all, is if one of the geese gets sick and has to leave the flock, there will at least be one, sometimes 2 or 3, that will stay behind and go with that goose wherever it needs to go. If it's sick, they will actually stay with the goose until it either gets better and then they can form a new V and fly again, or until that goose dies, passes away. An incredible story that we learn from these birds on how life should be lived by us. When we have people that run into hard times and trials and so forth, are we willing to stay with them and help them and motivate them and lift them, or are we just going to stay with this flock and move on and let them deal with their own things? Geese teach us a great lesson in life, a great lesson of synergy, that we can accomplish so much more if we're willing to involve others. And when others want to involve us, we're part of that deal. Because I think sometimes in life, as I said, sometimes we want to do it all ourselves. And even worse, sometimes we want somebody else to do it all for us. We need to be part of the process. We need to work together as a team and with synergy. Remember the analogy of the geese in our own lives. Have a terrific Thursday. As always, thanks for watching the Daily Echo. We'll be talking to you again tomorrow.